What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Football Manager 2016 video. Today it's episode 7 in my LFC Let's Play series. We've got two great games for you guys today. We're playing Arsenal at home in the league, followed by a trip to St Mary's, which is, if you don't know, Southampton Stadium, again in the Premier League. As we are only left in the Premier League, we are out of both cup competitions, as you would have seen in last episode. We have played a game since last episode, which was the doubleheader against United, which we didn't actually manage to win. We drew away in the league and then lost at home in the FA Cup. But as you can see on screen right now, we have played Middlesbrough away, and Middlesbrough were bottom of the league, and they made it much more difficult than I would have liked, especially considering they are bottom and quite considerably bottom. We had to bounce back from the two results against United. We'll take a look at this game anyway. So as you can see, we did actually only win 1-0, and it was a Felipe Coutinho goal right in the last minute. It was a nice little cross from Nathaniel Klein, and Coutinho just put it in, back post. You'll see it now. It was actually quite decent. Klein gets the ball, goes past his man, little ball across the face of goal. Coutinho gets there first and puts us 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go, and that's how the game pretty much went. We did dominate proceedings, and I just had to make a few tactical changes. We eventually went on to get the goal. So happy to get the victory. It would have been nice to have done it a bit more convincingly, especially with these two games coming up today. Now there's a few other bits of news we've got to cover. So firstly, if we go to the squad, Emre Can, you can see promise. I've had to promise him that we will qualify for European. So pleased to be promised that we'll qualify for Champions League, because he wanted to leave for Real Madrid, as you can see there. But if we qualify for the Champions League this season, he won't want to leave. And Dejan Lovren also doing the same, despite he's been in and out of the team this season, but he wanted to leave for Tottenham. I've got on the wrong thing there. He wanted to leave for Tottenham, and I had to promise him he wants to win a trophy and is excited that we may win the Premier League. So I had to promise him we would challenge for the Premier League this season. And yeah, Tottenham came in for him. And then there's another bit of injury news, which is quite disappointing, as you can see. Divock Origi, we've only just brought him back from his loan deal. He's not actually scored. He's only made 2 appearances from the bench, but he's torn his hamstring, which is going to keep him out for 2 months. So really disappointing there for Divock Origi. We're going to move on to the Arsenal game though. I'm just going to go back. So there's Arsenal's team, and one thing, I was just looking at this whilst I was setting everything up to get ready to record this. They've got a lot of pace. They brought in Willian. They've got Hector Bellerin, Monreal, Alexis Sanchez, Theo Walcott up front. They're going to be pacey, and they're going to really trouble us with that type of pace. So I'm going to play a much deeper line, and hopefully we can just keep out the balls from going in behind the defence. But let's just go ahead and pick our team. Okay, so there is the team we are going with. It is actually unchanged. I think I may have brought Sergi Samper in instead of Grujic, but I'm not too sure if he actually started the last game. But that's the team we are going with. Pretty much exactly the same, except we're not playing as narrow this time. We're going to try and use the width, and we're playing a much deeper defensive line just to try and stop, the pace getting in behind our defence. If we're already playing deep, there's not going to be much space. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's try and get the 3 points against Arsenal. And there is quite a significance on this game, as you can see. We are in first place on 51 points. Arsenal are in second on 48. So if they win, they will go top on goal difference, which is obviously much superior to ours. So we've got to try and get the victory in this game. Okay, so Arsenal, as you can see, do line up as expected. A lot of pace in that team. I'm just going to get closing down on... I'm not too sure if I'm going to close anyone down, actually, because it does open up gaps. So we'll just stick with that for now, and hopefully, we will get the job done. I'll just say that to them. Pretty motivated. Let's kick off and try and get the victory against Arsenal. Moving forward, ball goes into the box. It's cleared. Lallana gets the loose ball. Klein again, and it's Sturridge. Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit the post, or it's hit the bar. A big chance early on. 2 minutes in, we could have taken the lead here against Arsenal. Corner for Liverpool. Coutinho puts it in. It's in towards Sacco. Lallana gets there. Here's Jordan Henderson. Oh, Henderson's been playing really well recently. He just challenged Petr Cech's goal as we get another corner. Ball goes in again. It's in towards Sturridge, but again, Petr Cech is dominant in his box, and, well, he clears the ball. And Arsenal are actually going to come at our goal this time around. Bellerin with a lot of pace to get past his man. Alexis Sanchez, Walcott, and it's a goal already. 8 minutes in, and Arsenal take the lead. Oh, man. I'm going to drop out of this deep defensive line. We play it short. Here's Coutinho, Henderson. Back to Felipe Coutinho. What can he do? Lallana tries to play it back, and it actually goes out wide to Gaia. Into Coutinho now. Back out wide to Gaia after a great interception by Arsenal. Coutinho, he troubles check, but just not enough. Is there going to be another chance here? Klein. Sturridge, he's in, and we've got a goal. I didn't think there was going to be another chance, but we have got back right into this game, which is good to see. Not letting Arsenal stay in front at half-time. That's not what I would have wanted. You know, the lads wouldn't want that. I mean, they may still score and go 2-1 up, which they probably will now. Probably jinxed myself here. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Voice just crackled a bit there. Aaron Ramsey. Casemiro. Nice pressure from the lads as we can break quite fast here. Here's Sturridge. There's a lot of room out wide on the right. Coutinho takes it too far left for me, but he actually gets the ball again, Coutinho, and he troubles check, but not enough. Coutinho really should have switched to play there. There was a lot of room out wide for Adam Lallana. Okay, so at half-time, it is 1-1. Just going to say we owe it to Arsenal to get revenge, maybe get the players a bit fired up. Arsenal are causing us problems, but I do feel like we could potentially use the momentum from that goal to actually go on and get the victory here. Hopefully we can get a bit more joy down that right-hand side that we have been getting in the past few moments. Here's Klein to Sturridge in the box. Lallana. Can. Here's Klein. Back to Emre Can. Henderson with the shot, and it's just over the bar. We are really starting to get a bit of joy down Arsenal's right-hand side. I'm just gonna say exploit that flank. But we need a bit of... I think we need a bit of pace on that wing, so we're going to bring on Sadio Mane. Partner him up with Klein, who's bombing on down that side as well now. Down the other end for Arsenal, Alexis Sanchez weaving his way through everyone. Casemiro with the shot, but it's easily saved by Karius. And that's what I mean. Look at Monreal, he's bombed right on there. There's a huge amount of space down Arsenal's left-hand side. We've just got to exploit it. And there's a ball over the top. Can Sturridge get there? Yes, he can. He takes it out wide. Goes past his man. Here's Sadio Mane in the box. Mane, oh! I thought he was going to score that. It's one of them shots where you just think it's going to hit the back of the net. We are really starting to apply some pressure to Arsenal here. A lot of people in our team are very motivated right now. If Arsenal score, though, that can all change. Here's Ramsey. Santi Cazorla. Mertesacker. Out wide to Willian. I'm going to put us to control in a minute. We've got to make use of the chances we're getting. Here's Hector Bellerin. What's he going to do? Ball goes into the box. It's cleared by Sergi Samper. Excellent defence at the moment, but I do feel like Arsenal have got another chance in them. Here's Cazorla, Ramsey, Sanchez, Bellerin. They're moving the ball around fast. Really nice football from Arsenal. Williams in here, and it's cleared very well by Lovren. I don't actually feel like, yeah, there was a chance in there. I didn't actually feel like there was one, but hopefully we can push on and get the victory against Arsenal. Corner comes in from Gaia. As it's right to Arsenal's defender, and Arsenal can break here with Sanchez, and it's Willian, and wow, I could have literally killed the game off very easily. That's really concerning to see. It's 5 minutes to go now. We're really going to try and push on and get the victory here. So Nathaniel Klein's actually injured. Can't actually do anything about it, which is quite a problem. Emre Can's going to have to slot into right back, which he has played in the past. Firmino's going to have to drop into centre mid. Mane's just going to have to drop in just behind the strikers. So that's what we're going to have to go with. We're going to be playing just over 2 minutes with, well, 5 minutes now with 10 men. And Arsenal are moving forward. I can't help but think Arsenal are probably going to get a goal here, which would be annoying, and they have. Oh my word. We go down to 10 men through an injury. And Arsenal go and score. It's so unlucky. It's so frustrating. We really don't deserve that. And there it is, it's full time. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed that we honestly do not deserve that. Klein gets injured. Arsenal come forward. We've only got 10 men because we couldn't make any more subs. And they go and score. And that moves Arsenal up to first in the league. On goal difference. Really, really disappointing. And Klein's only out for 10 days, but oh my god, that's so frustrating. I can't even put it into words. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, so I've just about got over that defeat to Arsenal. Well, my annoyance of it anyway. We play Southampton today. Arsenal go away to Middlesbrough. Now, the transfer deadline has passed. There's a few things I'm just going to catch you up with, and then we'll crack into this game. So basically we'll take a look. So we've actually done quite a bit of business in terms of outgoings in this window. So we sold Thiago Lloris for, I think it was around £3 million once the add-ons kick in. Ranyard Klavan, I think that was 4.5 million. Once again, once the add-ons kick in. Luis Alberto, 4 million. That was just straight. Danny Ings, he's gone to Hoffenheim for, I believe, 12 million. But we're paying a lot of his wages, which is a bit annoying. I just wanted to get rid of him because he wanted to leave. There was a few other players that wanted to leave, but just, it's not happened for them. And then the big news, I spent all frigging window trying to sign Højbjerg from Southampton. He's only valued at about 10 million, but I agreed to fee for around 35 million. And, Southampton eventually said yeah, after a month of negotiations, 35 million fee agreed. Obviously, a lot of that was in add-ons. We also had Andre Wisdom in there, and it was actually to be loaned back to Southampton. So great, we agreed that. And then he goes, we've been talking right throughout the window, me and Southampton's manager, as well as Højbjerg, have been coming out saying he's looking forward to potentially joining Liverpool. We get down to it, and he says, actually, I don't want to join your club. So it wasn't that he didn't want to join, it was he didn't want to join and then be loaned back to Southampton. So I had to then start renegotiating with Southampton, but they wanted even more money because they weren't going to get him back on loan till the end of the season. So that just didn't end up happening. I'm going to reignite that interest come the end of the season. Obviously, we have Southampton today, so he'll probably end up, scoring against us or something like that. So we're going to go and jump into picking the team and so on. Obviously, as I said then, so let's just see how Southampton's going to line up. So Højbjerg is expected to start. Quite a bit of pace, but not as much as Arsenal in this team. We'll go through to the team selection anyway, so get some advice firstly from our assistants in terms of how we're going to play, and that is how we shall play apparently. I'll sort the team out in a minute, but obviously there's a few players that wanted to leave and it didn't happen for them. Gini Wijnaldum was one of them, I believe. Actually, it may be the only one that wants to leave and didn't happen, so we'll obviously have to come back to him shortly. I still need to try and loan out Lazar Markovic. Let's just see. I don't know if we can still do loans because the transfer window's passed. I'm not too sure. Bit annoying if we can't. I don't think we can, to be honest, unless it's with someone where the transfer window is still open. Obviously, as I said, Gini Wijnaldum has yet to be sold, which is disappointing. Adam Lallana's not playing great recently, which is something I've just noticed. And actually, Roberto Firmino came to me saying he wants to leave because I'm not giving him the first team football I said I would. So I said I'll start him over the next few games. So Firmino comes into the fold. Dejan Lovren, I'm actually going to drop, and I'm going to drop for Joe Gomez, the youngster, because I do want to start, putting him into the team now to actually have him ready for a few years' time when he really becomes a top talented player. And I'm obviously going to do that with Divock Origi as well when he comes back from his injury. But that's the team we're going to go with against Southampton. Let's try and make up for the loss against Arsenal and get 3 points on the road. Okay, so we're going to go into the game against Southampton. I'm not too sure where Southampton are in the league. We'll take a quick look at that while the match just starts to get going. League table. Southampton sit in 11th place, so good to know. Corner for Liverpool early on in the game. It's actually cleared by Southampton, but it's going to come again through Coutinho to Emre Can, but it's actually lost. But we do regain possession through a loose ball from Tadic. Here's Gaia starting to push forward, and Firmino gets a chance. Nearly gives us the lead. Got to try and retain possession, apparently. I'll go with that. Klein. What can we do with it? Klein likes to get forward, and he's showing that right now. Klein's ball into the box. It's cleared by the Saints. He's going to look to break, but Sergi Sampa's there to recover the ball. Here's Coutinho. Henderson. Not really seen much of Firmino, who's been coming to me loads saying he wants first team football, but he's got to play well if he's going to get given it. Otherwise, I will happily move him on in the summer. Here is the man in question, Firmino, into the box. Still Roberto Firmino, and wow, that's what I mean. He's got to score. He's got to score that. He's got to be scoring them type of goals. Real big chance there for Roberto Firmino. We could be made to pay for it. Classy. Davies. Really nice interception there by Klein. Klein is influential in this team. We really can't get an injury to this guy. Here's Emre Can. Coutinho. What can he do with it? Gaia. Out wide. Ball could come in. It's going to go back to Can. Here's Coutinho on the turn. Firmino gets the loose ball. But again, he loses it. You know, Firmino's coming to me all the time saying he wants to play. And every time I've played him, he's not actually done that well. And Southampton are starting to move forward. Højbjerg, too much room for Redmond. Far too much room. And wow, he nearly actually scores a goal. I was going to say just troubling Karius, but he nearly scores, to be fair to him. Henson's going to try and get us on the break here. Sturridge. Emre Can goes past his man very nicely there from Emre Can. What can he do? And he does nothing with it. These are the type of opportunities we've got to make the most of. Southampton going to try their luck once more just before half time. Tadic. He's got a decent left foot on him. Here's Højbjerg. Bertrand. Ball goes in. Rodriguez. Great save at the near post by Karius. We're coming under quite a bit of pressure right now, which, you know, you don't really want to see. There's some underperforming players, to say the least. Sturridge and both Roberto Firmino have just pretty much been irrelevant in this game so far. Going to go to a bit of a false 9 formation. We're going to try and play a bit of counter-attack and football this half. Try and get our foothold on it a bit more. Just going to switch it up ever so slightly. Throw in for ourselves down. Southampton sends here Samper to Henderson. Losing the ball, and this is where we could get hit on the break, which won't be good. But we do actually regain possession. Gaia, Coutinho, Emre Can, Henderson. Moving the ball quite nicely now with the 2 centre mids rather than 2 defensive mids. Gaia. Emre Can gets the shot away. Someone just needs to put a foot on that. It's a real big chance there. Firmino or Barbosa just needs to get a foot on the ball. We really could have scored. Going to try and win this game. We've really got to get 3 points, especially after the game against Arsenal. We are going forward now through this right-hand side. Here's Mane in the box doing a bit of work there as comes back out wide to Klein. Klein gets the ball in towards the skipper Henderson, who's played quite well since the turn of the year, but not really happening for us, and we could be hit on the break. I really don't want to lose 2 games on the bounce. That would just be an absolute disaster. Don't know what's happened there. Seems to happen quite a lot recently where it just glitches to the next highlight as Sadio Mane's running in behind and Mane's got the goal. There we go. We get a bit of good fortune. But I am not complaining. Sadio Mane, as I just straight away get to my tactics, as I really need to just, you know, make sure that this gets nailed down now. I'm going to switch Mane out wide. That's where he prefers to play. Barbosa goes up front. Get them on support. Get Klein to defend. Gaia to also defend. I 100% know I'm pronouncing Gaia's name wrong because I even heard commentators pronouncing it different to me. But I really can't remember how they were pronouncing it, so I don't really care right now. Quite nervous now, especially after that Arsenal result. I really want 3 points here, but Southampton are in. Oh my god, and wow, he's missed. Oh my god, my heart was in my mouth right then. I can barely even, I can barely watch. It sounds stupid, but I am actually really nervous right now. As I hope we just get a second, but again, oh, every time Southampton get back on the ball, I can't even commentate right now. I'm just hoping something happens for us. Mane beats his man. What can he do? He wins as a corner. It's Coutinho over it. A good delivery and a decent header. We might just be able to get a second goal. You can tell we're wasting time. Coutinho has taken so long to take this corner. But it does eventually come in. It's cleared. Henderson. Back to Coutinho. Poor first touch as Bertrand does actually manage to get across. And there's a long ball forward. Emre Can deals with it. Southampton do regain possession. Mane gets it clear, but not for long. But we do actually win the ball back. Here's Henderson. What can he do? He turns on his man. Gets the ball into Barbosa. Coutinho losing the ball. It's not what we want to see. We just want to keep the possession, and Shane Long's in for Southampton. Wow. They really are starting to worry me. It does look like we are going to get the victory, and there it is. We get another 1-0 victory. We're not doing anything really convincingly right now, but we are getting the results, and that's, you know, obviously barring the Arsenal game, that's what matters. We do get the victory. Arsenal also get a victory against Middlesbrough, but we are keeping the pressure on. There's only a point separating the top three with Man City. Arsenal, well, how did they? Yeah, so they were leading 2-0 anyway. But as you can see, City are only a point behind us. We're level on points with Arsenal. As for the rest of the top four, they're kind of trailing behind us. So I do feel comfortable in that, in that regard. But that is all for this episode. Thank you all for watching. We're just going to quickly take a look at what's going to come up next. So it's going to be that game against Chelsea away from home. So coming up in the next episode, we're going to have the home game against Watford and the away game against Chelsea. As we look to try and wrap up this season, we're going to start closing in. There's not many games to go. I'm not too sure how many games we do actually have left. I'll take a quick look at that in the Premier League. So we've got 14 games to go. It's going to go right down to the wire, I feel, this title race. But thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.